Resistance we have studied in the previous class. Now we are going to learn another important term. Resistance we studied, it is the fixed number representing the metallic wire. Every metallic wire, suppose I have a metallic wire, suppose this is the wire, it will have some resistance. The more resistance means that it prevent current much. Clear? More resistance means less current. The more resistance means the current find it very difficult to flow. So more resistance means less current. Okay, just understand that. So let me explain one important term, resistivity. Suppose I have a, what is this? We have a metallic wire. We have a metallic wire. The shape, what is this? This is actually said to be cylindrical. Cylinder. You have heard about that, cylinder. 9th standard maths, you heard about that. This is the metallic wire. If you enlarge, wire is this, understood? Why wire is look like this. But if you enlarge, if you look at this wire using a lens, you look at the wire using a lens, the wire look like this. So I have a metallic wire. Suppose it has the length L. It has the length L. And the area of the base. What is the area? Area equal to A, suppose. Then we studied resistance in the previous class. Remember, I will explain one important point here. The proof is not required. Even the proof is not properly explained in textbook. The proof is not properly explained in the textbook. So we just learn it. We just learn it. So experimentally, let me say like that. Experimentally, we can prove that R is directly proportional to L. By experimentally, I can prove it. Okay, let me say like that. Meaning that if the length of the wire is increased, the resistance will be increased. For example, look like this. Suppose there is a water flow. Consider this as the water flow. Water is flowing through a pipe. This wire look like a pipe, right? The resistance means the resistance offered by the pipe. Clear? The more resistance offered by the pipe means less flow of the water. Understood? For example, if the pipe is too narrow, this face resistance. The water flow face resistance. So what I am saying is, the more length of the wire, more length of the pipe results in more resistance. Understood? The resistance means, understood. The more resistance means it prevents the flow of the water, like that. Think like that. So R is directly proportional to length. The more length, the more resistance. Like that. The symbol is this. So we have a metallic wire. The length of the wire is L. If L is doubled, resistance will be doubled. R is directly proportional to L. Experimentally, we can prove one more thing. There is no exact proof for this given in textbook. Experimentally, okay. R directly proportional to 1 by area of cross section. Meaning that more area, less resistance. That is the meaning. The more area, less resistance. For example, if the area is too large, the water can easily flow through this pipe. Understood? If the area of this pipe is too large, the water can easily flow without any resistance. But if it is too narrow means the area is very, very small, then the water flow will be very, very difficult. Meaning that high resistance. So R is directly proportional to 1 by A. Exact proof is not there. Okay. Let me conclude. After that, I will interact with you. So R is directly proportional to L. R is also directly proportional to 1 by A. There is a result in mathematics. If R is proportional to L, R is also proportional to another quantity, then R will be proportional to their product. Actually, it is a result in mathematics. Such result is not there in our syllabus, but keep in your mind, a quantity proportional to L, R is proportional to L, R is proportional to 1 by A, then R is proportional to their product. L into 1 by A. L into 1 by A will be L by A. So R is proportional to L into 1 by A or L by A. I explained in the previous class that if one quantity proportional to another quantity, what we can say? The left side quantity equal to L by A into a constant. I explained this result in the Ohm's law also, okay? If two quantities are proportional, proportional means if one quantity is double, other quantity is also doubled. If they are proportional, the left side quantity equal to right side quantity into some constant, a fixed number. Constant means fixed number. This constant or fixed number is said to be, there is a name for this, said to be resistivity. It is a fixed number. It is a fixed number. It is called resistivity, denoted by a Greek letter. Denoted by a Greek letter, this one, rho. Look like P, but it is read as rho, R-O, rho. Let me conclude after this. So let me conclude, R equal to this constant into L by A. This constant is denoted by resistivity, fixed number. So R equal to rho into L by A. R equal to rho into L by A, where R is the resistance. Let me write all the terms here. R is the resistance, rho is the resistivity of the wire, L is the length of the wire, A is the area of cross section, area of the base, okay? Now let me explain one important point. What is resistivity? Resistivity is rho, understood? Resistivity is rho, depends on. Resistivity is a fixed number. Resistivity of a wire is a fixed number which depends only on two things. One is nature of the material. Nature of the material of the wire. I mean, maybe it may be copper or it may be aluminum. Understood? So as the material changes, resistivity changes. The nature of the material means the element, okay, the element of this material. I mean, is it copper or is it aluminum, like that. So the nature of the material, resistivity depends on the nature of the material. And one more thing is temperature of the wire, temperature of the wire. And it does not depend on any other things, like it does not depend on length, area, weight, etc. Does not depend on that. It depends only on the two things. One is nature of the material used. What kind of material is used for the preparation of the wire, and the temperature. So in questions normally the resistivity will be given to you. You have to find the resistance value. So please write down if you have finished. So the question is resistance of the wire. Let me draw the wire. Remember, the wire look like this. Cylinder, okay, it is said to be cylinder. You studied in 9th standard math. Cylinder look like this. The base is circle, understood. Base is what? Circle. A wire. If you look at the wire will be look like this, but by using lens, if you watch the wire look like this. It is cylinder. So its length is given in the question. What is the length of the wire? L. Correct? The length of the wire is 1 meter. Its resistance, let me write here, the resistance of the wire is what? 26 ohm. Anything, any other thing given? Diameter of the base. Area not given, but diameter. Diameter, let me denote by D. Diameter. D is given as 0.3 mm. There is a lot of calculation involved in this question. What is our question? Resistivity is our question. Resistivity. Rho is our question. Resistivity. R is given, rho is our question. We have a formula, R equal to, I told you have to memorize this formula. R equal to rho L by A. R equal to rho L by A. R equal to rho L by A. But I want rho. Understood? I want rho. So, don't substitute right now. You do arrangement. I mean, you just do the arrangement. R into A. Do the cross multiplication. R into A. R into A, or rho L equal to R into A. What I have done? Just I did the cross multiplication. Rho L equal to RA. I can take this L to the other side. Is it possible? Yes. L is taken to the other side. After rho equal to L is taken to the other side, RA by L. Understood? RA by L. RA by L. R is resistance. Given. A is area. Area of the base is not given in this question. Area of the base is required, but it is not given in the question. Area not given. L is what? L is 1 meter. Diameter, remember, in any question, if the diameter is given, you must find out radius. In every question, it is like that. If the diameter is given, you find out radius. You know that radius equal to diameter divided by 2. Millimeter. The unit is millimeter. 0.3 divided by 2. If you have any doubt in the calculation, you can ask me. 0.3 divided by 2. 0.3 divided by 2. How to do the division? 0.3 divided by 2. Let me write the value 0.15. It's very simple. You just do the division 3 by 2. Let the point be there. Initially, you just find out 3 by 2. 1, 2, 1. 3 by 2 is 1.5. You know that. 3 by 2 is 1.5. Now, point is there. 1 decimal position backwards. 3 by 2 is 1.5. Since point 1 decimal point backward. Okay, you have to go 1 decimal point backward. So 1 decimal point backward. If you don't understand, I will repeat. Don't worry, I will repeat. So 0.15 millimeter. 0.15 millimeter. And millimeter is not our unit. The unit, in physics, the length or radius, length, everything should be in meter. You know that the unit must be meter. We don't want the unit like centimeter, millimeter, kilometer like that. We want only meter. The unit must be meter. Remember, most of the students forget to convert to meter. They simply substitute the value. So you must convert to meter. Tell you, if you don't know, please write. I will write some here. In the right side, I will write. if you want to convert millimeter to meter, if you want to convert millimeter to meter, you have to multiply with 1 by 1000. You have to memorize this. Or dividing by 1000 is also true. If you want millimeter, if you want to convert millimeter to meter, we will never convert backward. Meter to millimeter conversion we will never do. Only millimeter to meter, centimeter to meter, that kind of conversion we need. So millimeter to meter, just multiply with the 1 by 1000. And if you want to convert centimeter to meter, if you want to convert centimeter to meter, just multiply that number with the 1 by 100. You please note it. Millimeter to meter, multiply with the 1 by 1000. Centimeter to meter, multiply with the 1 by 100. So 0.15 millimeter, let me write here, 0.15 millimeter to be converted to meter. How can I convert it? Millimeter to be converted to meter by dividing with the 1000. I mean multiplying with 1 by 1000. Multiplying with 1 by 1000 or dividing by 1000. So 0.15 mm will be 0.15 by 1000 meter. There is a lot of calculation involved in this question. In physics, there will be plenty of calculations. So let me write R into A by L. What is area? What is the area of the circle? Area of the circle is pi r square. Area of the circle, you studied already, right? 8th standard, 9th standard, you studied. Area of the circle is pi r square. There is a lot of calculation required. You have to do the multiplication and division carefully. R into pi r square by L. R is what? R is what? R is resistance. Resistance is 26. Pi is 3.14. You studied that. Pi is 22 by 7 or 3.14. In physics, we use the value of the pi as 3.14. In physics, we will never use 22 by 7. We use the exact value 3.14. So pi is 3.14. R square is 0.15 by 1000 into 0.15 by 1000. All divided by L. L is 1 meter. So area pi r square. Okay. So R is 26, pi is 3.14, R square is this, divided by 1. Discuss the remaining steps. You need to multiply 26 into 3.14 into 0.15 into 0.15. You have to multiply these numbers. That part I don't want to discuss, but after the class you can do the multiplication. You can do the multiplication after the class. Now I am not discussing the multiplication. 1.83. If you do the multiplication, you will get 1.83. After class you may check it. 1000 into 1000. And normally we prefer if there is more zeros, we prefer to write as the powers of 10. We prefer to express as the powers of 10. 1000 is 10 cube. Do you know that? We prefer the powers of 10. If there are so many zeros, if there are many zeros, we prefer to write as the powers of 10. 1000 is 10 cube. Again 1000 is 10 cube. 1.83 divided by 10 cube into 10 cube is 10 raised to 6. How 10 cube into 10 cube, 10 raised to 6? In the case of multiplication, we will add the powers. If there is multiplication of 10 raised to, you have to add their powers. So if there are so many zeros, express as the power of 10. And if there is multiplication, add the power. And in the lower class, I mean in 7th standard, you studied that 1 by a raised to n equal to a raised to minus n. Even in 9, you studied in the lower class. Yes, I know that. 1 by a raised to n denoted by a raised to minus n. Studied that. So 1 by 10 raised to 6 is denoted by 1 by 10 raised to 6 is denoted by 10 raised to minus 6, using that result. And remember, regarding unit, I forgot to tell you the unit of resistivity, but it is very simple. The unit of resistivity I will tell you right now. Rho equal to RA by L. R has the unit O. R has the unit O. Area has the unit meter square. Area has the unit meter square. L has the unit meter. So meter square by meter, 1 meter will be cancelled. 1 meter will be cancelled. The resistivity has the unit ohm meter. The resistivity has 1 meter will be cancelled, ohm meter. Please note, I will write it as a note. Rho has the unit. You have to memorize this. Ohm meter. Look at this question. This sentence you need not consider. A wire has the length 15 meter. A wire has the length 15 meter. Area of cross section 6 into 10 raised to minus 7 meter square. Resistance 5 ohm. What is the resistivity of the material? Figure is not required, but never forget this formula. R equal to rho L by A. Never forget this formula. Resistance of a wire equal to rho L by A. In this question, I want resistivity. I want resistivity. So like previous question, rho L equal to. Do the cross multiplication like this. RA. Rho L equal to RA. Or rho equal to RA by L. Rho equal to RA by L. This L is taken to the other side. L is taken to the other side. After this, R equal to rho equal to RA by L. Can I substitute the values? Yes. R equal to resistance is given 5 ohm. Look here, R is 5 ohm. Diagram is not needed. A is the area. Area of cross section 6 into 10 raised to minus 7, isn't it? 6 into 10 raised to minus 7. This is simple question compared to previous one. This is very simple question. By L. L is length 15 meter. Length is in meter, so no issue here. Then you know how to solve it. 5 in you know that, okay. I don't want to explain all the step. 5, 15 cancel, you will get 3 here. 3, 6 cancelled, you will get 2 here. So answer is 2 into 10 raised to minus 7. I've told you, you have to memorize the unit of resistivity, ohm meter. In exam, if you don't write the unit, you will lose some half mark, I am sure. So the resistivity will be 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 ohm meter.